once in a while. That's just
See, the
DTS.
sad thing is, I don't think that would make much difference for the people who live with me. I don't think this would be anything particularly out of the ordinary, which, if anything, makes it more pathetic.
All right. Well, Squiz on the other hand has a girlfriend who plays ET herself. If I'm well informed, is that correct, Squiz? Squiz?
He's gone again, hasn't he?
He's Mr. Seaman Slanger himself now.
Oh, there he is.
Oh! Will you look at that? Will you? Oh, no, wait, now I'm just scrolling down. Sorry, guys.
And guys, the trash talking has been already. Demented from Team USA saying, hello Team Sweden. As a representative of Team USA, I'm here to say that my team and I are deeply sorry for the trash talking that has gone on amongst our teams. We realise this has lowered your self-esteem levels and has caused you to play the game of enemy territory at your worst. We will try our best to not trash talk at all for the remainder of the Nations Cup. Smiley face. Which I'm pretty sure is trash talking in itself, voice.
I would see that as a half-hearted attempt at an apology, but still being slightly frustrated over the fact they have to replay the match. All in all, I thought it was a fair attempt with a fair bit of sting to it, which, well, in my opinion, is allowed. I mean, they did win the game. I had to replay it. Having to replay it is just annoying, and but rules are rules. You know, need to stick to them, abide by them.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear, Mr. Squiz.
Cool.
Whether we can understand you is a whole another issue, but you know, just wanted to throw that out there once again tonight. Gonna follow.
We did think about getting subtitles for Squiz, but the budget couldn't quite stretch, unfortunately.
No, and the board-certified translator didn't really manage to understand a word of what he said either. So we're just gonna have to work with it.
Spent all our money on low-quality JPEGs. Our apologies, guys. I know you're probably getting impatient. You probably want to see this match get going. We're still waiting for 2 members of the USA team to get on the server. Fingers crossed they should be here shortly. We've got a lot of people in spec. We've got Tamji and Goldorak from the clan-based team who have been doing a lot of hard work behind the scenes to make sure this cup goes off without a hitch, which, apart from this little blip between the Sweden and USA in the first game, I think it has gone off quite well so far. Wouldn't you say, Squiz?
Sorry, mate. I've been even listening.
Brilliant.
I was talking to someone.
Don't talk to anybody. This is all you need. This is your life for the next hour, Squiz. I can't remember the question myself now, so that's great. Voice, did you hear the question? Wouldn't you say whatever the rest of the question was before that?
Oh, hang on, I'll just stop talking in team chat, because apparently that was what people got frustrated with. I'm just changing the view for a sec.
Yeah, guys, if there's any settings you want us to change, just put them in chat. I am going to keep checking chat throughout the game. So if there's anything you want us to change, we are kind of getting there with the configs and all that kind of stuff. You know, we've taken on board some of the criticisms about, you know, trying to follow players as much as possible and all that kind of things. But if there are any things you want us to change, just let us know and I'll do our best to try and keep everyone happy. As I said, you know, we do this in our free time. We're not that well versed in it all. So, you know, we've only shoutcasted for a couple of months. So still getting used to everything. But we will try and keep making changes to improve. I know, hopefully, for next week, we're going to try and get the Twitch chat integrated into the stream, so it's a bit more like Enemy Territory TV. You'll be able to watch the stream, and you actually have the chat from Twitch TV in one of the bottom or top corners, so that, you know, you can type into chat, it will pop up on the stream at the same time, you know, make things a bit more kind of involved. I know we've got the webcam set up working as well, and Voice has already had his face and Potty up on the stream, so I'll try and get a webcam so you can see my ugly mug up there as well. Also, if there's anything you'd like to see in terms of a pre-show, I know we had a little chat before this game, tried to get it going a bit earlier, just to kind of give you a rundown, especially for this game, which has been so controversial. But if there's anything you'd like to see from a pre-show, I know we are going to try and organise maybe some interviews to go before the semi-finals and things, maybe show some footage of the games, etc. We've got a few plans in the works. If there's anything you'd like to see in those pre-shows, feel free to drop me and me and Voice a PM on #Shoutcast Collective, and we will try and fulfil those needs, won't we, Voice?
Of course we will. Your what's our slogan? Your game, our cast. Sort of like your wish.
Yeah.
Your wish, my command. That kind of stuff, you know. We can make it work. Anything. Strippers, no problem. Squiz stripping, no problem. Squiz and Raz doing the dirty, bit of a problem.
I'm not entirely sure. I've heard about Squiz's preferences. I don't think it'd be as much of a problem. I think it'd be a problem convincing Raz. I think Squiz will do it for a shiny pound coin. Sorry, Squiz. We've also already broken the 100 viewer mark, which is fantastic. We didn't do that until quite a long way into the last match. So thank you once again for watching, guys. Hopefully the match will be kicking off soon. We've still only got 4 USA on the server, so apologies if our pre-game talk starts to get a little boring, because I don't know about you, Voice, I'm starting to run out of things to say.
Well, they said that one of their players was in the middle of a storm right now and therefore had some internet issues. So that is kind of what we're waiting on, and the server now is full. Let's see if there's someone who can bugger off. We got 2 shoutcasters, an ETTV, and 2 admins. And they choose to kick our good friend Goldorak. Don't do it! Don't do it, you pansies! Goldorak's been helping us a lot throughout the cup and doing a great job so far. Giving us a lot of info. Once again, thank you for all of that. Yep.
That is true. Big shout out to Goldorak. He's done a fantastic job keeping everybody up to date in terms of the shoutcasting. The other thing I was going to mention as well was the next round of matches. There's going to be another 4 matches. We probably won't be able to cover them all just because obviously, you know, we play a bit of RTCW in the evenings and we do our own casts on Sunday and stuff. But if there's any games in particular you want us to cover out of those 4, the ones I looked at in particular were Germany versus, I think it's Finland. I think that will probably be an absolute cracker of a game. And we also thought maybe the UK versus the USA, just because, you know, what with the UK and the USA's relationship politically and things, that might make for an interesting game. Assuming the US get through, could be Sweden versus UK. That might be a good game as well. I know Squiz will be paying attention tonight to get a few tactical insights into the Swedish play. Isn't that right, Squiz?
No, Matt.
Brilliant. Well, that's that chain of conversation gone. I mean, how are you guys preparing, Squiz, for the next round of the Cup? Is there anything you're doing in particular?
We're not playing that much at the moment. We're kind of trying to sort our lineup out because Ross left us, so basically we gotta field the team, but they're all medics, so we need 1 medic to go NG, which Raz is the only person who can really do it, but I can do it as well, but then they're missing a reviving medic, so basically we're just trying to sort the team out, but I'm sure we'll be alright versus teams like Sweden.
Did you just say that Ross left?
You want to fill us in on what happened, Squiz?
Exactly. What did happen?
He had enough of playing, man. He just lost interest in the game. I haven't seen Ross for about 2 weeks now. We haven't even been on TeamSpeak, so I think he's just lost interest at the moment.
Well, that's a pity.
Has that affected the team?
Yeah, big time.
He just said how it affected the team. And I thought I was the one tuning out. Well, exactly.
10 seconds left on the clock. It's about to kick off. US versus Sweden. The grudge match. Will it be a repeat of the 4-2 that USA took home the other day, which got taken away from them and is now being replayed? Or will Sweden rise up and take the win? Voice, do you want to take us away?
Yeah. Following Nugan right now, going out lower and throwing some random grenades at the default spots where people should be running into them, but they are not. Now, US trying to come over, and we restarted the game. Wow. Wait, look at that. Wait, look at that. We restarted the game. Well, that's what you get when you let me start DTS. I'm blaming this on you.
You know what I mean? I was just getting my serious face on again as well. Now I've got to get my relaxed face on.
Yeah, well...
It takes sort of time, man.
Breathe in, breathe out.
3 players left to ready up, so hopefully that will only be a mere glitch, and we will see the game kicking off in a second, I assume. Looking at the classes, Squiz, is there anything unusual you see about the classes? The classes, I see the Axis are playing with 4 medics, a field ops and an engineer. US going with, what are the US going with? With 2 medics, 2 engineers, 3 medics, 2 engineers and a soldier. Do you think there's anything unusual about those?
No, not really. I think the soldier will try and get up on the bunker and high. He'll just kind of just wait till they self-kill and try and get a shot into the middle floor. Hopefully, even if we get 1 full, is a big help. So, Maybe that's quite good just to get a panzer, heal self-kill and go medic and start doing maybe push it up high again.
Yes.
The classes are all fine, just like normal.
Well, that is good to hear, because that means that we should be able to start, but now Sweden isn't readying up. And we had less. We had 3 having to ready up, which have now become 5 and down to 4 again. What is happening?
I got overexcited and just disconnected from TeamSpeak. Sorry about that. Voice, you know, we're on a record number of viewers. We've been 105, we're up to 108 now.
Welcome everyone, and we are gonna provide you a great game tonight, because already things are going messed up with games being restarted, people not readying up, and other people being stuck in storms. So, you know, it's bound to be an eventful game.
Yeah, and I mean, again, guys, we do just want to say thank you for all of you taking the time to watch us tonight. You know, it's not just a great thing from our perspective to get the viewers, but I think it's a great thing for the community that there's still well over 100 people willing to sit down and actually watch a Nations Cup game. Not even, you know, like a semi-final or a final, just a last 16 match. It's amazing that so many people are sitting down and actually watching this. So, you know, well done to the community for everybody coming together and actually, you know, taking the time to still watch these games. Because I think, you know, if we can keep kind of providing the coverage and people can keep watching that kind of thing, we can keep this game going a little longer. I know one of the things me and Voice have talked about possibly doing in the next kind of week or two is maybe setting up a PayPal account to do a few donations. I know this sounds like we might be doing money grabbing or anything, things like that. You know, it's not for us, although obviously the first bit of donations will go towards me not having to work.
GTS, I'm gonna cut in right there. Are you following what is happening in the chat in-game right now?
No.
Because it turns out, Goldreck is saying that we're having some TZAC issues. Somebody isn't allowed to play. Is it Alexa? If anyone can give me the command on how to check it, I'm gonna check it. I just have no clue about the whole TZAC thing.
Is it not like TZAC_list or something? TZAC, I don't know. But yeah, guys, as I was saying, while we try and figure out what's going on, we are going to maybe set up a PayPal thing for donations at some point in the very near future. All the money that we raise for this, we've got a couple of plans. All the money that we raise will either go into doing prizes for this, well, probably not this competition, but it will go into either doing prizes for the next competition, or depending on how well donations go, it could even be saved for something big, you know, like a LAN. If people keep donating over a long period of time, once we get up to a certain amount of money, we could then plug that back in, so, you know, providing the prize pot for a LAN, maybe making something like that more likely to happen, because I know people still kind of want to see maybe one last LAN. So, you know, keep an eye out for that as well. Don't feel obligated to donate or anything like that. And, you know, none of the money will go anywhere apart from back into the game. You know, we're not interested. You know, we've all got jobs and stuff. We're not interested in taking the money or anything like that. But, you know, we think if we can get the community donating a bit, maybe, you know, we can push something forwards, either offer prizes for, like, the next Euro Cup, offer prizes for the next Open Cup as well, or even, as I said, the LAN thing. We're going to try and do that if we can. You know, just try and kick a little bit of money back into it, because I know it's been lacking a bit recently. So keep an eye out for that as well. To keep you updated on the TZAC thing, America is saying Alexel doesn't have a TZAC on clan base. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there at the moment. Voice, do you have any more insights?
Well,
oh, AC_players.
Yes, I've already found it and have been looking at it. Let's see, Goldreck was saying that a certain person, Ricoy, has 5 minutes to replay TZAC 4548, which doesn't mean jack shit to me, but that's what he said. He's not allowed to play for the USA, and if they do not solve this within pretty much 5 minutes or whatsoever, the default win is going to Sweden.
Oh God, please.
As it seems right now, Clanbase is talking regarding a decision on this matter with the other Clanbase crew members. So we're just gonna have to sit that out and wait for a bit, see what is gonna happen here, because I think we're all very excited to see this match being played, especially after all the drama we've seen being flung at each other, or the insults.
I was about to say, we've been sitting here talking for the last 45 minutes about this game. I hope it is, otherwise I feel like a right bellend. So, Voice, you're saying it's one of the American players that's having that's got an issue with TZAC?
Well, it seems there's a guy who is not American, whom the Americans claim moved to the US, is currently playing for the US team. Now, it's a Nations Cup, so you're supposed to represent your nation, and I'm not sure what the rules on clan base are. I mean, whether you're located or what your actual birth certificate says. So, hence that's probably why they're discussing it. I don't know where the other guy is originally from, but from what it seems, he's located in the US right now, and well, for me, it's okay. You know, if you live there, you can play there. He has the shipping.
I mean, I really hope this gets sorted out, because I think this is one of those situations. I know rules are rules and things, but I think at the end of the day, I think we'd all like to see the match being played really at this point. You know, we've sat here and done the class for the last 45 minutes. The players have sat on the server for the last 20 minutes. I just really don't think there's any reason to give a forfeit at this point. You know, after all this stuff we've been saying about the community coming together to watch these games and stuff, to have the game cancelled, I think would be a huge anti-climax. Don't you think, Squiz?
Yeah, well, by the looks of things, that's it. It's over. That's
all
it's going to be.
God, are you kidding? Oh, God. Right, okay, guys, so apparently Sweden have won by forfeit, which is great news, which means obviously our time's been completely and utterly wasted. I'm not really sure what to say to you guys. Not a lot we can do on our end about this.
Squiz, jump in the game, show us some mad skills, keep them entertained.
I don't know if there's another Nations Cup team around that could maybe play the Swedish team in a show match or something, just so we've got something to cover for everybody that's logged in, or anything like that. If anything can be sorted quickly, then we can still cover it. You know, we're here to cover a game. If there's going to be any kind of game, we will cover it if possible. I don't know if any two Nations Cup teams could sort out some kind of show match or something like that. We'll give it the next kind of 10 minutes to just kind of wait and see what happens, but unfortunately at the moment, guys, it's not looking great at all. I don't know why the US couldn't just find a ringer, but apparently they don't want to do that. They'd rather just not play the game, which is a crying shame, because I know it's something everybody's looking forward to. Voice, this kind of sucks.
Well, that's putting it lightly. Well, man, I've been mentally preparing for this game for 2 days now. I was really looking forward to it, given there was such high controversy around it. You know, people actually wanted to see this game. They wanted to see it happen because they are both good teams, able to field good players, and that is exactly what they did tonight. And what do we get? Oh, somebody is not from that or that place, or has that and that TSEC issue. We're not gonna play. But as I said earlier, rules are rules. They have to stick to them, and you need to draw a line somewhere. But yeah, it's really it's a shame. It's a big shame.
I don't get why the Americans would have turned up and just done something like that. It's just complete fucking stupidity. You know,
Yeah.
it was obviously going to get mentioned. They knew it was going to get mentioned. They're just being complete dicks.
Yeah, I think Squiz has pretty much summed it up there. I mean, as we said before, we'd seen kind of some of the remarks on Games TV that had been a little bit inflammatory from the US team.
Wait, I've got a brilliant idea. I think I saw one of our great friends from the Birds on our stream earlier tonight. I'm pretty damn sure he's an American. Download ET, get that default config in there, join the server, and you're number 6. You can do it, no problem. Goose, was you?
Yeah, Goose.
Yep.
Do it. Get
do
involved.
It. Number 6, you're it.
Golderax just asked me to read out on the asked me to just mention on the stream, guys, in case you're wondering what is going on. In case you're wondering what's going on, apparently there are 2 players sharing a TZAC ID, and one of them is an American, and they seem to believe that maybe it's happened in past games. So that's why things have been cancelled. Again, a big shout out here if anybody can find us a game to cover. If there are 2 Nations Cup teams who could perhaps step up to the plate and play a game. I know Poland played Germany earlier. I don't know if either of those teams are around, or if there are any other teams around who would maybe like to get featured.
I got Adet2 telling me on IRC that he is looking into the options of arranging a show match, so you guys will get some of the game you came for.
Okay, guys. So if you could stay tuned, I know we've got 117 people on the cast at the moment, which is amazing. I know we had a high of 125, so it's incredible. So many of you are stuck around. But if you could maybe stick around for just a little bit longer, we are trying to look into organising at least a show match for you guys to watch, just so you know this hasn't completely been in vain. You know, if there's any changes in what's happening with Sweden and the USA, we'll let you know. But it's not looking great there at the moment.
Oh, sorry, I'm laughing right now, but. Do you know who the player was that is actually trying to get away with a fake TZAC ID or a double TZAC ID?
Who?
It is our good friend Brandon. Brandon, who has been featuring in the RTW Cup as well. Amazing player, but yeah, I mean, he's Canadian. As much as we try and throw you all on one heap, as those guys from North America, yeah, that's all US to us. No, Brandon is Canadian, and that is just not going to cut it for the Yanks, man. Yeah, I mean, too bad.
Did Adetto say he is trying to get the Netherlands team together, because Sweden are now looking for a game?
He was not particularly saying the Netherlands. He was just saying, shall I try and fix a show match? And I just told the Swedish guys that he is trying to do so.
Yeah, so stay tuned, guys. We're still trying to find a game.
We could do the same, as someone is mentioning in our IRC channel right now, Shoutcast Collective. We could just have them play each other and try to make them look like idiots. I mean, we saw the same in the RCW Cup with One Soldier versus Raw, who were also using an illegal player. They played a match, and it actually was a fair game to watch. So, you know, doesn't mean it's all over yet. The question is, are the Americans up for it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd still like to see that, if I'm perfectly honest. Unfortunately, everything's looking a bit grim at the moment, but hopefully we're going to find a team for Sweden to play, and we will get a match of some description out to you shortly. Still on 114 viewers. Thank you very much for bearing with us, guys. We'll keep you up to date on all the controversy going on. But I mean, at the moment, as it stands, the Americans tried to field an eligible player, and it looks like they might have done in other games. Although obviously, I can't say that for definite.
All right,
this is just
all right. I got some great players here saying they have 6 already. I'm sorry, Adetto. I hope you're part of the 6, and if not, my sincere apologies. But I see Knight, Physic, Raz, Twitty, and some more. A sort of Queen's mix, as Physic is telling me. They are up for playing versus the Swedish guys. Now, great names are a nice way to make up for it a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be the same, but hopefully it is going to be a good match nonetheless.
Okay, right. So is Tornus in touch with them then? Have we put the two together?
I'm just going to throw them the IP. Tell them to go there.
And Squiz, I know you've been going on about how much you've been looking forward to this match all week. You must be pretty annoyed.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed off, man, because as you know, it was obviously going to be a heated match. They both really wanted to win, you know, and I just don't get why Brandon would have even connected up to that, to even try to do it. You know, it's just completely fucking retarded.
Yeah. I know I talked earlier about not using tards or faggots, but I think that pretty much sums it up here. It is a little bit retarded what's happened tonight. Doesn't look good for the community, unfortunately. As I said, you know, it's not all blue though. You know, we've had so many people turn out to watch tonight and kind of see the match. So that's great. You know, it's good to know that there's still an interest in enemy territory games as a whole. You know, people still want to come and see these matches, but unfortunately, you know, the game hasn't been done a great credit here tonight in the way things have happened. Fingers crossed, we should have a show match sorted up for you in a minute, and if it sounds like what it sounds like, we should have a fair few kind of well-known ET legends, ET All-Stars team, if you will, going to step up and play Sweden, which would be great to see. Fingers crossed, it won't take too long, guys, so stay with us. Keep tuned in, maybe, you know, don't watch the stream, just keep us talking in the background. Voice, are you having any luck? Have you got any news for us?
I gave them the IP, I'm telling them to go there, and I'm Physic has already connected to the server, and Knight is there as well. Knight, who we saw play earlier in the Estonia versus. Wait. I know this. It was very France. Oh, that was a good game. Oh man, remember that radar round with the bunch shot and them grabbing the west parts first. Oh my god, that was good. That was an exciting game to watch there. Sorry, just got excited a bit. Guys,
yeah, this is bad news bears. Man, oh, I'm really annoyed about this. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what annoys me, boys. It's really selfish, but the thing that annoys me is the fact that we've fucking sat down and gone through all this shit, and it's not happening. And it's all because of just some stupid thing that didn't, as Squiz said, is retarded. Basically, it didn't need to happen. And I guess this is a message to all the other teams in the Nations Cup, you know, as well, that this kind of thing isn't going to be tolerated. So, you know, I know the other teams are all pretty well-to-do. They don't do this kind of thing, but you know, it's a message nonetheless. You know, if you piss about like this, you are going to get caught. And basically, all it does is it wastes everybody else's time. So, you know, hopefully, this will be the last we see of this kind of behaviour, voice.
Hoping is the only thing you can do, man. It's probably not gonna be the last time, but let's just hope it is. And there's not much else we can do. Sweden actually had 2 players leaving themselves, so they're looking for mercs, backups, possibly other Swedish players. If one of you is on the stream, come on, rush to their TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or Mumble, whatever they're using, and get on there and get in on this action, because we want to see some action and we want it now.
Yeah, and we're running out of things to say as well. I can talk quickly, but I can't talk that quickly. In fact, actually, to be fair, if I talk quicker, then I have to have more things to say. So that doesn't really make any sense. But
DTS, I have literally, I think 30 minutes before the game, I've downloaded Britney Spears, Katy Perry, and some others. Britney Spears, Katy Perry, Pink, and Kelly Clarkson. And why did I do that? Because all of those artists have their famous hit songs produced by a Swedish producer, Max Martin for those who know him, and of course performed by an American person or a person from the United States. It's
amazing.
It was such a nice mix, and I first wanted to play out the music without mentioning this, and seeing if people got the what do you call it, gimmick there. But I could throw in some music while we wait for the players.
Why not blast out one song quickly? I'm just going to go and grab a drink quickly, because we've been talking for like an hour now. With not much to talk about. Guys, good news as well, by the way. If you're on the stream, if you're still watching the stream, the players are joining up now. It looks like we're going to have something of an ET All-Stars game. We're going to have the Swedish team playing against an All-Stars team, including Physic, Knight, Tweedy and Raz so far. So stay tuned, because I think this is going to be a pretty decent game anyway. You've got some big names playing on the stream tonight. This is pretty much, you know, that Allied team, you know, chucking Squiz and a couple of other players, and that's pretty much a dream enemy territory team. So stay tuned and we'll bring you that in a second. Voice, do you want to play one of your music tracks you've worked so hard to find?
It's already playing.
Oh, brilliant.
Be right back myself.